morning, Warhawks. I'm Madison, and today is Wednesday, March 9th. This is WTN News. Thanks for tuning in. Here's Miss Powell and Mr. Mortimer for a reminder about Swaglicious Thursday.
Oh, Mr. Mortimer.
Hey, Miss Powell.
What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Swaglicious Thursday.
Be there.
Or be square.
Yeah.
Also, look for one of our WTN reporters out and about in the courtyard tomorrow to get some footage of you for Swaglicious Showcase.
Girl boss alert! Here we have Kat wearing a Disney-inspired Winnie the Pooh fit, paired with Mystery Machine Converse, rainbow socks, and a baby necklace. I'm blown away. And here we have Peyton wrapping that SHS soccer merch. You go, girl. Now, Isabella's wearing a Metallica shirt. Pretty swag fit, but can you name 3 songs? And don't forget about Kaylee, eating pineapple and being her authentic self. Look at that butterfly Hollister shirt. I'm a holler at you.
Oh boy. Course selections. If you have seen something new or something you didn't know we had here at Seminole when you chose your courses for next year, we want you to know that you have until tomorrow, March 10th, to make any changes you'd like to next year's schedule. So, if you've changed your mind since doing your course selections, stop by guidance and you can make changes anytime before March 10th. Our school has a new system to more effectively deal with our tardies. Here are the things you need to know. There are multiple tardy check-in kiosk stations located throughout the school. When tardy, you must use the nearest check-in kiosk station. Every time you are tardy, an email and/or text message is sent to your parent or guardian notifying them that you were tardy and what your discipline will be for receiving that tardy. If you're assigned a discipline for being tardy, you must serve the discipline at the appointed time. Failure to do so will result in an escalation of the discipline. This system allows your principals, coaches, sponsors, counselors, and parents to easily track what disciplines have been served. The process is simple when you are tardy. Type your food service number into the nearest check-in tardy station. Take your tardy receipt and read the discipline you have been assigned for being tardy. Go to class and show the tardy receipt to your teacher as your pass to class. Teachers will mark the tardy receipt for confirmation. Then serve the assigned discipline. Keep in mind that all tardy stations are monitored and further discipline will occur with the improper use of the check-in tardy station. Now, the real news that if you are on time for every class, then you don't have to deal with any of this. Just be on time, Warhawks. There are 2 scholarships that have deadlines coming up. The Vermont Scholarship is a one-time $10,000 scholarship. The deadline to apply for this is today by 2 p.m. See Ms. Peckrell or your guidance counselor for more information. The second is the Joya Rozecki Memorial Scholarship, and the deadline to apply for this is April 1st. Don't miss out on these awesome opportunities for money for college available only to Seminole students. The First Priority Club will meet today in A14 during lunch. After school today will be the Robotics Club in A12, Big Band is rehearsing in the band room, the freshman class is meeting in E1, and the SHS Beautification Club meets in E3. Today is the last installment of our mental health unit for this year. This unit will begin and you will finish it up tomorrow during AR. There will not be a show tomorrow, so you have the entire AR time for the mental health unit. The video will follow this announcement. There are 2 discussion questions in the video. Please pause the video at each question and discuss with your class. If you need to finish playing the video tomorrow. The exit ticket is electronic. Ms. Winnett has sent this out in her weekly email. Here's the mental health video.
Hello and welcome. Today we will be reviewing a lesson about conflict resolution. The goal of this lesson is to teach you the difference between conflict and bullying, steps to resolve conflict, how to be an upstander if you do notice bullying, and how to help a friend or get help for yourself. This lesson consists of 3 videos. One illustrates the difference between conflict and bullying, the next explains how to handle conflict, and the last video shows you how to be an upstander if you do notice bullying. Following each video, there will be a brief guided reflection and discussion. Once the discussion is complete, we will do a checkout before ending the lesson in order to check for understanding and acknowledge any feelings you may have. It is important to note that some of the information discussed in these videos can be difficult to watch, think about, or discuss. Let your teacher know if at any time during the lesson you feel like you might need to talk to someone about your feelings. Conflict and bullying are often confused and are not the same thing. This first video illustrates the difference between the two.
So, how do I know if it's really bullying? Let's talk about the difference between normal conflict and bullying. Normal conflict happens occasionally between friends. With bullying, there's a pattern, and the process is repeated regularly. People don't normally plan on having a conflict. It just happens. Bullying isn't something that just happens. It's on purpose. In normal conflicts, both people are usually upset. Friends don't like to hurt each other's feelings. But with bullying, only the target feels upset in that situation. In a normal conflict, one person doesn't have all of the power. But with a bullying situation, one person tries to take all of the power or control. Normally, both friends will admit to a conflict. Bullies usually don't admit to what they're doing, and they often try to blame the target for the situation. Also, friends usually try to work out their problems. Bullies usually don't show any effort to work things out, often because they don't see a problem with what they're doing. For more information about the Shield Against Bullying program, visit shieldagainstbullying.com.
This video explained the differences between conflict and bullying. One major component of bullying is an imbalance of power. Take a minute to reflect and discuss the different ways there could be an imbalance of power. For example, social status, physical size, skill, or talent. Please pause the video to reflect and discuss. Now, let's watch a video discussing conflict and how to handle it. Although it is lighthearted, please listen for some very important messages.
How to disagree with people. Not that you need any help. There's lots of stuff to disagree on if you're looking for it. Cake versus pie, apples or oranges. This sports team versus this sports team. Which movie star is better, Ryan Goosebaby or Charming Tater? I don't know. Some people even argue for tree.
You just standing there, huh? Listen to this opinion. I got an opinion.
Who am I to judge though? Maybe that tree said something about his mama. I'm just saying, some people just get worked up about anything. Even One Direction, they're not all going the same direction anymore. Bye-bye, Zayn. Everyone loved you. You broke everyone's heart. Bye-bye. Some people argue about which animal is better. Cat, dog, elephant, or donkey. Anyway. Okay. You're not always going to agree. Even with the most agreeable person in the world. Just saying. So look, in a world with so many things to disagree on, we gotta learn how to disagree without making everybody feel terrible. Step 1. Treat people like they're people. I know, seems pretty simple. But in a heated argument, you can forget that you're talking to a person, a human being, someone who has a heartbeat. Unless you're arguing with a tree, that's a whole other problem. I can't help you there. Step 2. Listen, before trying to change someone's opinion, take time to listen to them, even if what they say does not make sense. That's the power of treating someone like a person. You gotta hear them out. You got 2 ears and 1 nose for a reason. You gotta listen more than you smell. I'm pretty sure that's not right. Keep listening. Step 3. Pause, breathe, love. When you disagree, you're gonna want to do some crazy stuff, like yell, or write and release a whole entire album outlining that you're right and they're wrong. Don't do it. Instead, you gotta pause, breathe, love. It's okay to disagree. It's not okay to be mean. Don't say it until you can say it with love. There's plenty of legit stuff to be mad at in the world. This life stuff, it's hard. Let's not just spend our time here being mad at each other. You don't have to see eye to eye to work shoulder to shoulder, people. Step 4. Are you stuck in an argument? Distract them. Look, I know we don't see eye to eye, but baby koalas are awesome. But we weren't talking about that. Did you see it? Yeah. 3 words. Baby koalas. That's 2 words. All you want to do is disagree. Just enjoy the koala babies, man. Baby koalas bring peace. Step 5. Acceptance. Here's something you gotta accept. Not everybody is the same, and that's a good thing. I mean, imagine a world with just full of Rainn Wilsons. Nightmare, right? I'm just kidding, Rainn Williams. You're a beautiful and amazing specimen. I'm just saying, we need variety. We need disagreement. We may not like it, but we need each other. We just gotta learn to be more awesome to each other. It's like what Nelson Mandela said. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. And then he becomes your partner. And then there's Gandhi. He said, honest disagreement is often a good sign of progress. I mean, both of them have disagreements with people. Well, it's not always easy, but they try to treat people like they're people. We can also look to the words of somebody else. The amazing Pokemon, Meow. We do have a lot in common. The same air, the same earth, the same sky. Maybe if we start looking at what's the same, instead of always looking at what's different, well, who knows? Yeah, that's from the Pokemon movie, so it has to be true. It is true, you know it is. Grown-ups, we kids have been watching you. We've been learning how to disagree with people by watching you. We've seen some healthy disagreements, and also lots of, recent disagreements. Nobody wins when all we want to do is win. We got a whole world to make more awesome. No time to be yelling back and forth to each other. Maybe we should stop, breathe, love. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We can disagree, but we can't let it make us forget. Step 6. Dance.
Thank you for your attention during the video. An important idea presented in this video is that it's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to be mean. Take a minute to reflect and discuss how it might look or sound to disagree without being mean. Please pause the video to reflect and discuss. Sometimes a major barrier to successfully resolving conflict is anger. It is important to take time to calm down before you try to address the conflict. Please take a moment to discuss and reflect on ways to calm down when in a conflict and why it is an important step. Remember, conflict and bullying are not the same thing and therefore should not be handled the same way. Although there are many components to bullying resolution and prevention, one big thing everyone can do to help is to be an upstander. This next video highlights the importance of being an upstander and how to do it.
1 in 5 children in the United States experience bullying where a peer harasses, humiliates, or threatens repeatedly. Bullying can have negative psychological, physical, and academic effects. It can contribute to depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and it can be isolating. Most kids are not directly involved in bullying. They are a witness or a bystander to bullying. Sometimes bystanders get roped into reinforcing the bullying. This can make the situation worse and more traumatic. However, if a bystander becomes an upstander, then something really cool happens. When bystanders to bullying intervene, bullying stops within 10 seconds 57% of the time. Think about it, if bystanders became upstanders every time there was a bullying incident, more than half of all kids would be spared a prolonged harmful experience, and they would feel the support of a peer. Kids with strong leadership qualities and who are self-assured are more likely to be on the defender role, so you are really like a peer superhero when you become an upstander. There are a number of ways you can shift the negative focus of bullying: change the subject, interrupt, question behavior, use humor to lighten up a serious situation, embrace your differences, report bullying and block cyberbullying, protect others and show kindness and empathy, and include others in what you are doing. Every time you stand up and stick up for others, you are making a positive difference and helping a peer who may really need a friend. To learn more about bullying prevention, visit stopbullying.gov.
Thank you for your attention during this video, which highlighted one of the most important steps to bullying prevention: to be an upstander. Remember, bullying is a serious problem and can have many harmful lasting effects. If you or a classmate are struggling with bullying, it is important to report it and get help. One of the best and most effective ways to get help for a classmate or yourself is to go to a trusted adult. However, don't forget, you can always get help using the Say Something Anonymous reporting system, which you can access via Clever. There are also many great resources available on how to prevent bullying, what to do if you are the target of bullying, and more. You can find these, including stopbullying.gov, on the mental wellness page, which can be easily accessed through Clever. In order to check out before we transition, please take a moment to complete the exit ticket, which will let us know if you need to talk to someone further. Thank you so much for your attention and participation. Remember, mental wellness matters.
That's it for our show today and for this week. We want to wish you all a very safe and restful spring break, and we look forward to seeing you all back on Tuesday, March 22nd. Thank you for watching WTN News, and have a great spring break, Warhawks.